Where there's a will, well, there's a way. And nowhere has that fact been better demonstrated over the years than here at Interlagos. Remember Senna winning while fighting a gearbox that was jammed in 6th? 5 Drivers' Championship deciders in a row between 2005 and 2009. And of course, the passionate Brazilian fans packing the grandstands to capacity every year. And they're not about to stop now. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. 2 very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junção into one of the 2 DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. With so much on the line here today, I can't help but shake the feeling that we're going to have a bit of pushing and shoving, Anthony Davidson, especially into turn 1 this afternoon.
Well, we do see a fair amount of that here at Interlagos, Crofty. It's a tricky braking zone, of course, as you're heading downhill into the Senna S, which always makes it easy to lock the inside front and run a bit wide. We've seen a number of occasions over the years with someone from the leading group taking a bit of a knock on the first lap and having to recover. That's one of the reasons we've had so many exciting championship fights here. Hopefully, though, it'll be a clean start, of course, but as you say, I wouldn't be too surprised if it's not.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. It's Renault in pole position then, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Raikkonen, Sebastian Vettel and Ocon, Perez, Massa, Verstappen and Kevin Magnussen, Alonso, Hülkenberg, Daniel Ricciardo and Kvyat, Sainz, Stroll, Romain Grosjean and Stoffel van Dorn, Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch. Looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse. Damaged front wing will affect performance. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Okay, some information on Raikkonen. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow. Nico has come into the pits. Nico is in the pits now. Okay, some information on Kvyat. They are out of the race. So the gap to our teammate is 17.3 seconds. The gap to the leader is 2.2 seconds.
So another fantastic victory for Renault today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
And as the adrenaline dies down after another eventful Grand Prix, here come the top three out onto the podium. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Lots of drivers impressed me today, Crofty, but I'd say the one who impressed me the most was Daniel Ricciardo.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.